And we're live! Episode
1.
Episode 1!
Welcome to the Randomly Generated Roommates Podcast. I'm Brett.
And I'm Cody.
I'm Dan.
Today we got Dan with us.
Today we got Dan. He's going to introduce himself. We're not popular enough because this is episode number 1 to get any real guests, so we're stuck with Dan.
Yeah, we met Dan in college.
Yeah.
He was actually mentioned in the previous podcast as the only roommate that didn't think I was going to be a massive douchebag.
And he was wrong.
Yeah, who would have thought? So let's start off.
We're not going to release that older one, so you guys won't know. But
you guys don't get to be on.
That's a secret
jokes.
one. Episode 00 will probably not be released.
If we're ever famous.
100th episode.
You'll get that joke if you listen to it. There's literally probably going to be no one watching this, so for the first few episodes. But we're going to hop right into it. We got some news stories here. So, Waffle House man screams, "I'll go to jail over some barbecue sauce." And he does.
So, do you know what this guy did?
Yeah, so I skimmed the article, and it's a very short, pretty much. He was on a stool, and he was yelling something, spicy stir ensued, it says here.
Oh, okay. So basically, he was just being an asshole.
He was being an asshole.
He was literally just like, I will go to jail for this. You will not kick me out. Like, that kind of thing, you know?
They didn't have any barbecue sauce. They had...
That's understandable then. His freak out is completely
Are you a big barbecue sauce fan, Dan?
Yeah, why else do you go to Waffle House for?
Definitely.
Who
eats waffles? I guess they have other things other than the waffles, don't they?
Yeah, they got like fucking eggs and stuff. They had mustard, ketchup, and mayonnaise.
Do we have a Waffle House in Canada?
No, I don't think that's a thing.
I hope we don't.
We have IHOP somewhere.
IHOP fucking sucks.
And that's
Fuck
pancakes.
IHOP.
Pancakes are not waffles
Fuck
by
IHOP.
any means.
In case IHOP wants to sponsor us.
Take your sponsorship and go fuck yourself.
I think this kind of segues into...
No, let's...
Okay, yeah.
Let's keep going on this topic. Have you guys ever went into a restaurant, fast food probably, and had a similar experience where you're like, they're just not fulfilling your sauce needs?
I've had...
Your sauce.
Okay,
sauce
not sauce needs. Maybe sometimes when you go for like a restaurant and the fries aren't seasoned. Sometimes
salted and stuff.
No, like other season. Like today, I went to Milestones. Shout out! If
Fuck Milestones.
And they had Parmesan. Seasoned fries, and they were the best fries ever. Amanda didn't finish hers.
His girlfriend. Yeah.
And so I ended up finishing hers and mine. They have the calories on the menu. The total calories are like 2,100
for one thing.
For one meal, not for the fries. For my whole meal,
Holy
and I was full. And I ended up eating her fries because they were
That's
so
a
good.
lot.
I was not even hungry. I was about to throw up, but I was like, no, those are good.
Those
so
are good.
sometimes if that counts as a sauce need, maybe.
Well, you were
Maybe
happy
they'll do it for me. Yeah, they're happy. Seasoning, sauce.
Dan, I know you're passionate about sauce.
Mm. I enjoy a good hot sauce. Yeah.
Would you freak out like this if they didn't have
At Waffle House?
Frank's? Yeah.
Absolutely. I throw some shit around.
Would you go to jail for it? That's the ultimate question.
That's the ultimate question. How much
no.
do you love sauce?
No, that guy was committed.
He said,
He went all
"I'll go to fucking jail over some barbecue sauce."
I bet he did.
Fulfilled his wishes.
Oh, man.
Guys, man of his word.
Would this ever happen in Canada, do you think?
Of course.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
People are human
We
beings.
have people like that in Ottawa, man.
Mm-hmm. Someone will get mad.
Yeah,
throw a
especially
fit.
like your part of town, you know?
Yeah, downtown area. But yeah. Oh, this guy, I can have a little bit of respect for this guy because he's got some follow through. Sometimes I make plans and I won't even follow plans through. This guy went to jail. He said went to jail and he did. He called his bluff and he went all in.
Not many people are this
you
devoted
respect
to a
him?
cause.
I respect not him, but his morals. He's not someone to
He's
flake
got
out.
pride.
This guy's not a flake.
If he was gonna play,
This is
Basketball
when,
with you,
when
you'd go
keeping it
there.
real goes wrong.
when keeping it real goes too far.
But yeah, I think it's not that bad of a thing. Maybe he was probably just having a bad day, wanted some hot sauce.
The
some
workers
barbecue
said
sauce.
they feared for their life. Like, how fucking did he have a knife? Like, how
Nah.
fucking weak are they? Like, come on.
I guess it's like when you try to kick someone out and then they're like, no.
No.
Fuck.
Sort of similar in the same respect, but Mingle Room, on Rito Street.
Oh yeah.
Got shut down because of a shooting.
Really?
It's a Korean barbecue joint now.
Fuck
Ooh.
off.
I swear to God.
You know what else this brings me up is Rito McDonald's. Anyone from Ottawa knows Rito McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, 2 a.m. on the weekend, it's fucking insane.
It is crazy. There's
It is
always
fucking crazy.
There's
Like,
always
there's-
a fight or
If I'm ever gonna get stabbed, it's in that McDonald's. I swear to God,
True.
like
True.
it's so true.
Anytime I've ever been there, I've just been disgusting.
And they
drunk.
play classical music late at night, so people don't hang out.
They always
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
classical music
It's
and
literally
jazz at
yeah.
McDonald's.
I
It's
like
good.
it. I'm like, I'm gonna chill in here, man.
It's a
Like,
good tactic,
I wasn't
right?
so
Yeah.
thought people would leave. I thought it was just for some other weird reason.
Imagine if they were bumping hip hop though, or like some chart music, like something in the club.
Like R&B,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then people would just go there, like, yeah, this place has got good vibes,
People
get some
would be
food,
super
people are
drunk,
drinking in
like,
there,
"Oh,
yeah.
my
It's
song."
already bad enough. They don't need to hype it up.
the club.
So they try to class it down, some classical music. You feel bad, right? If you're doing shit in there, you're like, oh, this doesn't feel like this kind of place.
This actually goes right into our next topic. This is what you were saying.
Yeah, this is what I tried to go to a little bit
Yeah.
earlier. Sorry about that, guys.
I wanted to finish off the news article, but here we go. So the worst experience you had working in fast food. I've worked at fast food. Brett has. Dan, have you worked in fast food? Or are you too fucking bougie for that?
I worked at a
Yeah,
restaurant,
improving.
but never fast food.
Never
You're a
fast
dishwasher.
food.
That's
He's from Stittsville.
On a
He's
similar
upper
level,
class, guys.
Fuck
You never
off.
sank that low.
Tits Vegas.
It's Vegas.
Yeah, so Cody worked at McDonald's. I
And
worked,
pizza, yeah.
and Pizza Pizza.
Yeah, and
I
Pizza
forgot about
Pizza,
that
yeah.
completely. And I worked at Dairy Queen. And to be honest with you, I only worked there for like 3 summers.
That's a long time.
It is a long time. But when you only go back for a summer, like it was probably total like maybe 8 months.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything
Yikes.
bad other than people do not understand. You're making ice cream. Like you're not even making ice cream. It's coming out of the machine.
Yeah.
And so the more you use it, it's literally liquid. Otherwise, it wouldn't pour through the machine if it was like
Right.
solid, cold, the way we like it, right? So it's literally liquid. The machine has to freeze it. But in the summer, we get so busy that sometimes it doesn't freeze right away. So you have to give it a minute. But
Yeah.
people just don't understand that. They're like so demanding. They're like, my ice cream cone is a little bit runny. I'd like a full refund and a new one. And you're like, well, we can't make the new one for like 5 minutes because we have to let it recool down. They're like, this is outrageous. And people get so pissed off over ice cream. And eventually you just have a lobby of angry customers over ice cream. And you're just like, what am I doing with my life? Why am I here? I'm literally fighting with people over ice cream. Like,
Yeah.
It's a very
So-
passionate item.
That's pretty common fast food stuff. One of my stories that like was vivid in my memory is like there's a McDonald's thing in Canada, and I'm not sure if in the States it's like 2 pies for $1.60 or 1 pie for $1.
yeah.
But fucking, we never had pies at McDonald's. Fucking people would
Never
like
ice cream
steal
either.
them all the time. Never had
Ice
ice
cream
cream either.
machines are always found.
But like someone came in and they wanted the pies, and I was like, "Oh, we actually have like 1 pie left." And they're like yelling at me, like, "Oh, you guys never have pies." I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like,
Commodity,
"One
everyone
pie."
wants one.
Yeah, like
We still have one
I'm like, if
left.
you want to wait like 15 minutes, like we'll bake some for you. This is late at night. I'm like, and he's yelling at me, and then he goes up to pay. I worked a cashier, and he comes in, or he comes to pay as a drive-through, and he pays and whatever. And I give him his receipt, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "Oh shit! Like I must have messed up his order, right?" So I'm like, "Oh, like he got like a Big Mac meal and a pie." Vividly remember this. And he's like, "It says 99 cents here for the pie." I'm like, "Yeah, we only have 1 pie." And he's like, "Yeah, I know you only have 1 pie, but 2 pies are $1.60, and this says 99 cents." I'm like, "Yeah, 1 pie is 99 cents." He's like, "But you didn't have it, so it's your fault, man. Like you're supposed to give me 30 cents off, so it's like half of 160." I was like, "Are you fucked? Like you're literally getting it."
Did you give it to him?
No, it's 30 cents. I was like, "I will open my till and give you 30 cents if you get so mad." He's like, "You're so stupid. You need to go back to school and learn how to do math." I'm like, "It's literally a fucking automated system." that
Yeah,
does
what do
this,
you
man."
think? I'm
like,
flanking it in with a calculator?
I was just like, "Fuck this guy. I'm charging him an extra 30 cents." Like,
Yeah, like, this guy got mad at me. Fuck him. This 30
Yeah.
cents is really going to affect his day today.
like I wouldn't yell at people that touch your food. Like I never did that ever, like fuck with people's food, but people definitely did. Like, don't be an asshole to the fucking guy literally
yeah.
handling your food.
And then it's not like it's
Yeah.
one guy working
Never.
back there, right? Like,
Never.
it's so
Never.
easy just to be like, oh, wrong order, spit in it, then give it back.
Literally.
Like, oh, there you go.
And when I delivered pizza, man, like people would like. I
People
knew
would treat
people
you
that were
like-
assholes that would continuously order, and like it wasn't that they only never tipped, but they were just mean to me. So like, why would you be mean to a guy that has your pizza in his car alone for like 15 minutes?
yeah, like, there's
If
a
you're, like,
lot
a
of
weirdo,
things
you
I
could-
can think of that.
Like if
For
I was
15 minutes,
horrible-
I can do a lot of things with 15
and I can
minutes.
take however long I fucking want, right? Like
Yeah,
You
like,
know?
oh, traffic was bad, or oh, like, I got pulled, whatever. You can make up any
pizza's 40
excuse.
minutes or it's free, but as long as I'm in there within 40 minutes, it doesn't matter. But
40
like,
minutes is a long
I
time.
never got how people would be assholes. Like, are you not scared the guys literally just gonna be like cock and loogie?
Also, like,
Let's be real here. Now let's talk about fast food. You
Yeah.
gotta have a couple stories where people come in and just fight each other.
Oh man, in McDonald's and I used to live in Kingston.
Yeah.
Or like Burger King. There's a Burger King right outside like the hub where everyone goes, like Stages or Grizzly Grill.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's fucking just people are smashed, right?
Yeah.
Everyone that's not satisfied with the night, that's where they go, right? Bars closed
They
down,
didn't get laid.
Burger King's open, all their frustrations are out. That or pizza.
And
man.
that's like a college town.
I don't know if it's all
right?
about frustration, but some people are just so drunk and hungry.
Yeah, you're hungry,
Yeah.
you're like, I don't want to go home yet. And then people are like,
I'm
start
drunk
mouthing
and
off at each
horny and
other.
shit, Yeah.
And it's just like fights just ensue there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but that's not what surprises me, right? Because it's like if you're hungry, like you're drunk, everyone's going there, bad shit's gonna happen.
True.
What always confuses me is when people are like demanding change, like your company shouldn't be doing this. Like, sir, I make $10 an hour. Like, what am I supposed to do? I don't have a lot of pull with McDonald's.
Next time at the next board meeting, I'll bring it up.
Yeah, really.
So, like,
That's how night crew works, though. They don't take shit from anybody. Our McDonald's night crew, they would give it right back because it was just always a shit show.
What you gonna do? Fire me? Oh no, I can't find another job that's gonna pay me the same. It's like, yes, I can. Fuck you.
True.
There's a
I
girl
mean,
and a guy,
everyone has.
arguing. Oh, sorry, Cody. What were you
No,
saying?
no. I was gonna say everyone has like classic fast food drunk stories, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Continue.
No, let's move on.
All right, we're gonna move on to our next story. Maryville man
Maryville man,
flips truck 5 times after
Who was
Jesus
looking that time? Who's looking?
advised him to let go of the wheel. So everyone knows the song
Is that
Jesus
Kelly
Take the Wheel?
Clarkson?
I don't fucking know. Is it?
Jesus take the wheel? I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
Pretty sure it's
Fake
Kelly Clarkson.
artist.
There's 2 stories out of Texas, Tennessee. Guys just doing stupid shit.
Was
Yeah.
the last story from Texas as well?
Texas, yeah.
Yeah, wow. Well, this is Tennessee. That's
Oh.
different states, you don't.
Wait, the story we have coming is
Oh, the
from
next one?
Texas.
Sorry,
Yeah,
you know
Tennessee's different.
Okay, but this is the thing. People, like, obviously this is just an excuse. And what he said of Jesus told him to let go of the wheel. He literally just fucked up and he's like, oh, Jesus told me to do it. So people are like, like, I can't be mean to him. He's religious. No?
Yeah, religion has a lot of pull in a lot of these.
Especially in Tennessee, man.
In Tennessee, is it in the Bible Belt?
No, it's
No?
not.
Okay.
It's,
I don't know which countries are Bible Belt, so obviously
There's not
it's
countries
Canadian.
at all. It's
Canadian.
states, actually.
States. Wow.
It's the south.
Please cut that out.
southeast. It's the southeast is the Bible Belt.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Tennessee's like just outside of it.
So, but that makes sense though. Like if you flip your truck 5 times, you're like, oh, like I was drunk.
Fucking,
or,
fucking-
I wasn't looking.
I just think this is funny.
I was on my
that,
phone. You're gonna
like
be
the news station was like, we're gonna name the article this. Like this is such classic local news, like stupid article title. Like
man,
you know?
news isn't even news anymore. It's literally
This is
just
fake news.
It's just trying to get as many people to watch as you can, right? So you're gonna do
Yeah.
interesting stories. So it's literally fake news,
yeah.
and I think that this is kind of ridiculous. I think it's obvious that that's not what happened,
Mhm.
right? Do we have a picture of the guy? To be honest with you, I want to see.
No,
Okay,
I
no,
wish.
we don't have a
Dan,
picture of
let's
the guy.
get your input on this. What do you think?
Nah, man. I got
Nah,
nothing
man.
on this.
No,
How
man.
how many times have you
So
let
opinion,
Jesus?
dog.
Dumb fucking driver down there, probably taking meth or just doing like way too many runs past what he's supposed to be doing. Fucks up. He could have killed a bunch of people. What if he said the same thing? Jesus told me to hit that school bus. He said, let go of the wheel. I got this, Billy Joe.
So I want an honest answer. How many times have you guys let Jesus take the wheel?
All
Never.
the time.
Never. I'm a responsible person.
Yo,
all
Jesus,
the
take
time.
this wheel real quick. I gotta
How else are
check
you
my
supposed to
phone, check
open
my
your
email.
beer if you Jesus doesn't take the wheel?
Yo, Jesus, let me shotgun this brew real quick.
You ever fallen asleep at the wheel?
No,
I haven't. I
No?
don't drive that
No.
often, to be
I'm coming
honest.
very close.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I know, it's scary.
I don't think I would ever. I think if I ever got tired, I'd pull over and sleep. That's what I think I would do. I know, obviously, it's different to.
Sir, I found you in a snowbank. You just veered off and crashed.
Nope.
It's okay, Jesus told me to do it. Move along, sir.
Okay.
Wait.
Question.
Okay,
Which one do you think?
I think this one.
All right. Go
This
Read
one
it.
kind of flows well. So
Flows
this
well.
one says the
right from
question
Jesus.
says God passes you the aux cord and lets you put on a song for the entire world to listen to. What song would you play?
Dan, go.
I play the Circle of Life from The Lion King.
Circle of
Why?
life.
That's lame.
Because it's a loud opening.
I can't even think of how that goes. Can you do a little?
You're not going to trick me into
Okay.
that.
There is only one. There's only one song that's the correct answer for this.
What is
It's
it?
Rick Ashley's "Never Gonna Let You Up."
Never gonna give
Never
you
gonna let
up.
you up.
You
Whatever
try to
this
rickroll
fucking called.
everyone.
Rickroll. I would rickroll the world, which is like the oldest meme in the world. Remember, like, you were gonna, like, get that, like, really good, like, celebrity porno, and you'd be a fucking Rick Rolled video?
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know?
They still do it. Every once in a while, it's not as popular.
It's not.
But you just get it and you're like, oh, okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Just, like, reminisce of the back in the day, you know?
I think I'd have to put on, like, a banger, you know? Like, I put on, like, Notorious Thugs.
Whoa,
banging.
banging.
I don't want to hype everyone up. Like, people are in
Thugs.
you gotta think of all over the world, right? People
All
are
over
like,
the world.
you got someone that just got broken up with, they're crying, and suddenly this song comes on and they can hear it.
They're like,
And
I
they're
have schizophrenia.
You know what? Well, okay, obviously that won't be the first thought, but the second thought would be like, you know what? I'm gonna use this well. I'm gonna do something with my life.
So we have The Circle of Life, Notorious Thugs, and Rick Rolled.
Those are good ones. I feel like you could obviously do like a better one, like something that's gonna be uplifting. Maybe some Michael Bublé. I'm feeling good.
No.
Birds
Michael
flying
Bublé
high.
sucks. And that's a cover of Celine Dion.
I never did that so long.
Well,
Sad.
turn your fucking brain
I
on.
want to put on one of Beethoven's symphonies that's like 2 hours long.
That's not pretentious at all,
I
Dan.
want everyone to have to listen to the whole thing because God's letting me do it.
Dan, can you name one?
What, one of his symphonies?
Yeah.
I don't know, aren't they numbered?
Yeah. You say one.
Symphony number 9?
I'm just fucking around. I can't name any either.
El
Okay.
Chapo promises not to kill any jurors from upcoming federal trial.
Yeah.
Look at his
So
mugshot.
this is another news story. So El Chapo.
Yeah.
So El Chapo, I'm guessing he's a
He's a drug cartel boss.
drug cartel boss,
Mhm.
and he just promises not to kill any jurors from an upcoming federal trial. What do you think?
He
about
has
this,
killed
Cody?
some in the past, right? So, like, this guy's not... It's not a dry threat when he says, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you're a juror.
He has power, to say the least,
He's
right?
a scary dude. I look at him, I'm like, I would not want to see him in a dark alley. Like, that would not be fun.
I think this is kind of like the reverse Jones effect. Not reverse Jones effect. This is kind of like he's trying to like trick you into thinking that that threat is there because I've never heard of El Chapo really. Like I've seen the name around or things like that. I don't really know what it means or if it's
I'm
a
assuming
title or
this
what.
is not in America or Canada.
It's in New York.
It's in New York. This is New York's website or whatever, but I don't think it's
Yeah, he's held in
definitely in-
Mexican
yeah.
federal prison.
Yeah, is he held
Okay.
in Mexico?
Even still, though, like the threat is there. Like maybe I know you probably didn't know about him, but I feel like if he said that, like, oh, this guy promised not to kill you all. Suddenly you're like,
I
could kill
promise
us?
not to kill
You
you.
could kill us? Wait a minute. Did this guy kill people? You do a little research, you find out who he is, you're like, oh, I don't want to try.
Mhm.
I feel like it's kind of a threat in reverse, right? He's making them think about it on their own.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
I feel like that's a threat on its own.
Yeah.
Which kind of fucks me up. Or it's just the media.
It's fake news at its
It's just the
finest.
media trying to like twist it.
We're probably gonna find him guilty.
Dan, if you were a
Mm-hmm.
juror, how would you feel about this?
Depends if their identities are kept private or not.
Well, he's gonna go into court and see them, right? So, like,
No,
yeah, that's how fucking jury works.
not necessarily.
Am I
Might be
wrong?
A special case might not always work like that. Like if this guy knows who they are,
Mhm.
why would anyone want to be a juror?
Exactly, that's the point.
I know, but exactly that is the point. So the process for his
Well, I'm pretty sure the jury is
Okay,
supposed to
we
go
got
in.
that.
I'm pretty sure they're supposed to go and see like the way it's always depicted. At least I've never.
guys, this isn't
12 Angry Men.
this isn't Suits, you know.
Well, I
That's
guess
not
it
how
could
it
be-
always goes down like that. This is in Mexico. This guy's a fucking drug lord. He chops people's heads off just cause. Just for
Okay, let's
fear.
pretend
That
like he
makes
knows
sense
who
for
you
me.
are. What do you guys do?
If
I
he knows
know
who I
not
like my
guilty.
name?
I take the bribe and
Know
I try
my
to keep
name?
my family safe.
Dude, I get into the mob, take it over, boom.
No,
Just
it's
like
not
that.
even
That's
the
the
mob.
That's
I
He's
take,
got
I take the
Inception.
bribe though.
But what happens if he
And
killed
shoot him.
someone? Like, you know he's a
He
bad dude.
has killed witnesses before.
But you know he's a bad dude, so don't you want to put him in jail?
I would probably
It needs to be unanimous.
witness
so-
protection myself.
No, they don't do that for jurors. I don't think so.
I think they'd have to at this point because who's like, yeah, I could be a juror for El Chapo. No one.
Think about how corrupt it is, though. Even if their identities were hidden, I'm
They
sure
would know,
someone
yeah.
would get it out there who is actually going to be deciding his fate.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's scary down there, you know? Why would you say guilty? Because then he goes and murders your family and your brother's family and your
I don't-
sister's family.
I don't think the promise would be enough to like.
I take the cash, I guess. I'm sure, plata o plomo, like, I'm sure it's like the same thing, you know?
Mhm.
You remember from Narcos? like the gold or the lead, silver or whatever.
I've never watched Narcos.
Whatever. You've seen it, Dan, eh?
I know they have a show out for El Chapo. I know.
What? They have a show about Buddy?
Yeah, there's a show about.
What about this guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this guy's like a big fucking deal. He's got a Netflix show about him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, obviously
Damn.
he's an actor.
I don't even know.
He moved all the cocaine under the U.S. border in tunnels, and like he had a bunch of laborers build it.
What?
And once they were done building it, he murdered all of them.
Holy
Just so
fuck!
nobody would know about his tunnel that he could use to smuggle drugs into America.
Wow.
So that just tells you a little bit about this guy.
I am not no.
I think that someone like this, obviously, there's no way to proceed. Like
Yeah.
They're
you think-
literally a
you just have
sociopath.
to-
They're literally
you just
a
have to
sociopath.
like lock this guy up, like just one-on-one with like a judge,
You can't do that.
lock him up in
That's
execution.
not.
I know it's a gray area because
When
like,
that's
well,
the
what's
president
what's
of the world.
what's the gray area? If they can kill this guy, why not kill a guy that did drugs? It's just like no one is gonna want to testify against this guy. So everyone that is on the jury is gonna be like, oh, he's innocent. I don't want to be killed, right? So they're not gonna find anyone, as well as a judge. The judge is obviously gonna be in danger too, right? So the judge is gonna have a little bit of
Judges have a lot
influence.
of power, but they're also corrupt.
Yeah, but they can. It doesn't matter how much power you have. It just takes one person to kill you, right? Like he just puts out a hit on you, and a couple people come. They wait for you to go get groceries or something.
I'm assuming. If you're a lawyer or if you're a judge in Mexico dealing with a drug cartel case, I'm gonna assume you have some kind of security.
Even still, though, like
Yeah.
this guy's the cartel. Like half of the, from what I've heard, obviously I'm not making an educated guess here. This is just out straight out.
No education.
No education.
You took
This could be all improper. Like from what I've heard is that there's a lot of corruption in Mexico, whether it's within the police as well. So it's like, at a point, do you know who you can trust? Like as a judge, I feel like you would know that. You would know that there's a possibility that maybe one of your guards or even if they show up, like you're just driving, you have 2 security guards. They pull up with a car full of people. Like your 2 security guards better be fucking well trained.
Yeah.
Right? They can still just gun you all down. Like they have access to weapons, have access to like probably RPGs, like AKs, like no matter what.
Okay. That was kind of depressing. So let's move on to something a little
little
lighthearted.
better!
A little lighthearted. I mean, so if you're alone in the supermarket overnight and you do anything without consequences, what would you do? Let's just say it's a Walmart that has like the superstore and everything.
Oh, like a big one?
Like a big Walmart.
I thought about
So they
this,
have
but
like
like,
automotive, like everything,
can we also include like IKEA and Home Depot into this? Because it just makes the question like a little bit more.
Okay, you're in a superstore that is attached to Walmart, IKEA, and Home Depot all
Okay,
together.
we can get through all of them.
So you gotta think of time though. You have 12 hours. We'll do 12 hours overnight.
12 hours. Just me?
Just you.
It's alone, yeah, I guess. right?
Alone. I mean,
Oh, that
you
kind of
could,
takes my...
okay, every 5 hours you take off, you can bring in 1 prostitute. So instead of
5 minutes. Just kidding.
Bring a prostitute to the supermarket.
yeah, so instead of
Hey,
12
baby,
hours, you can do like
supermarket.
7 and take a prostitute.
Okay, we're not gonna do that.
Because Amanda's
it's
gonna
alone.
listen,
Hopefully. I hope so.
Yeah,
I'm really sad she didn't. So alone. So this is completely alone, just you. The reason why I ask alone is because if I wasn't alone, I would throw a massive like hide and go seek. Well, I guess the party sounds cool. Hide and go seek or paintball or like archery tag. Archery tag would probably be the easiest to clean up because paintball like
No, you're not cleaning up.
archery tag you could pick the
Yeah,
area.
no consequences. You
No
can fucking
consequences.
murder people.
You could blow it up.
But you're alone.
Alright.
You can murder the
Well,
prostitute.
the thing, the reason why I'm not thinking of paintball is because you only have so many, right? With archery tag, you can pick up your arrows, play
You're in a
again.
fucking Walmart. You have a shit ton.
I'd go check out like the back, like the loading dock, and see if they have a forklift back there.
And just
around,
fuck
fuck
around.
Grab that guy and bring it out in the front and
Listen shit.
exactly make a fort out of a bunch of random.
I think
Yeah.
that's not bad.
I would do that. I would include that with my giant game hide and seek, but I obviously can't do that. So
Do you
I'm
ever
just
see
kinda copying it.
do you ever see that movie Employee of the Month?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like
The clubhouse?
they have like a little clubhouse built into the shelf. Doesn't make any fucking sense, but
Who's in that? Who
Yeah.
stars in
What's the
that?
guy? He's a stand-up comedian.
Dane Cook.
Dane Cook. Yeah.
Dane Cook.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen that. Thanks, bro. I think obviously just I would steal all the junk food. I would eat as much as I could, probably till I threw up because I don't know self-control.
Supermarket's probably have like a safe or a cash room.
So you can rob the place. That's a good one, actually. I'd probably do that too. But as far as like the fun kind of stuff, like I could just pretend like I live in a nice home in IKEA for a night.
Stay up all night playing like they have every video game, right? So you could just binge.
You can download any video game you want right now. Just like video games don't get me hard, you know. Like I'm not about them.
Well, then
I like Civ.
what would get you hard there?
I don't know, man. Like, I'm not that excited. Like, I guess you can eat food without gaining weight, but you only eat so many bag of Doritos before you're like, this is not as good.
Oh,
little
the
fruit
fruit
then.
Like,
I could eat some fruit, yeah. Like,
I'll eat 100 bananas.
Maybe
no, you know health
Supermarket.
benefits.
just to like climb shit, I guess. I feel like I'd get tired to be like,
I
this is
just-
not as fun as
I
most
came up
people
with
think.
a really good thing.
Alright, let's hear it.
I would film myself, like,
Masturbate.
just doing ridiculous things. No,
If it was an
no.
American Walmart, they'd have guns.
True, you can kill yourself.
I would film myself doing something ridiculous, whether it's like just shooting a gun around or like just like talking, like filming, like maybe something like this, and I would just put it on all the TVs so when the employees come in, I'm just sitting there, or maybe like a ransom, like, hey, hello, I have taken your Walmart. If you want it back, I request $1 trillion.
$100 trillion.
Just like shot a bunch of cereal boxes, shit in all the cash registers.
Shot all the cans of tomato juice. Oh, sad. Yeah, I think that'd be ridiculous. That'd be fun. I think I would have to have people there. That'd be the most enjoyable. If I could have people there, it would be like a giant game of archery tag or paintball or something.
If you have people there, yeah.
Because it's massive hide and seek. Like
What
you
the fuck is
could
archery
climb
tag?
on the shelves. It's literally just like what they do is you get in like a ring. It's like dodgeball with bow and arrows.
When did you play this?
I played it with work. There's a place out in Algonquin. I did it twice.
Lame!
It's a lot of fun. You'd like it, I think.
Actually, I'd like it.
Nerd.
I'm sick.
So someone want to explain what this guy's all about?
So this fine gentleman lived under a bridge. He lived under a bridge for 10 years to try to crack the lottery code. He's a Chinese man. And the article goes through how his mother's trying to get him to come home, and he's like, nah, like, I'm going to crack this code. The story goes in how he lives. He's a very poor man. Obviously, he's homeless. The last thing in the article is him quoted saying, lottery numbers are randomly generated.
That's
And
what he said?
That's what he said. And he spends $400 a month, 2,000 yen, on lottery tickets. So, they're randomly generated.
He's contradicting himself.
Yeah.
You can't predict it because it's randomly generated.
But he
Yeah.
spent 10 years on that.
10 years. Like, that's a decade.
Like, he
It's
already
not my
knows
life.
he can't do it, but he's still, like, trying it. Like, this
But he's
doesn't make any
passionate,
sense.
you
It's
know?
all the gambling addiction.
Yeah.
He's trying to make an
This
excuse.
news story is about a guy who's gambled all
How?
his money away. He lives under a bridge.
Yeah,
the
the
code,
twist
dude.
again.
and crack the code.
You're a loser. You live under a bridge because of lottery. No, I chose to do this because I'm trying to crack the code. It all makes sense. One day I'm going to be a millionaire. You'll see. I want to see this guy win, and I want to see what he does after. If he spends all his money on lottery tickets, I could multiply my wealth.
It'll only take another 10 years of living under a bridge.
He'll be like 80, bankrupt. He will have won the lottery like twice because he plays it so often.
This is the thing, though. Like, lottery winners, this is kind of off topic, but it's something like crazy high statistic. Like, 80% of lottery winners are broke within a couple of years.
They're more likely to commit suicide. They're more likely to go bankrupt,
Wow.
and they're more likely to be victims of homicide. That's obvious because when
Kill you and take your money.
yeah, and usually it's like people that you know, right? Because you're
Power corrupts.
Do you guys
Yeah.
think you would
Power-
go bankrupt? Do you think you'd be part of that percentage or not? And
No.
why?
no.
Why? Of course, no one thinks that. Now justify it.
I would spend all my money right
How much
away.
money?
On what?
How much money?
Just
would cost?
assuming it's like 100 million.
100
Assuming
million. Like,
it's
that's an insane amount of money.
it's a lottery
100
amount, right?
million.
I would
But
spend
you
it all.
can burn through 100 million.
I'd spend it all right away because I would buy everyone like as close because my circle obviously it's close and it knits out. So I'd be like, I would buy all my family first. I'd be like, okay, I'll buy you a house, grandma, mom. I'm gonna buy myself a house, obviously, because I want to have some kind of collateral. I'm gonna buy myself like a decently nice car, like not like a Lamborghini because they've had to
It's only
replace
like
the
100
oil.
grand.
Yeah, but like for
Expensive,
example, like
yeah.
a Bugatti Veyron, if you replace the oil, that's $20,000.
Yeah, it's a fucking 3.
When you're broke, you can't afford to do that, right? So I'm gonna buy like
But
a.
you should never be broke if you have $100 million. And
Well, I just told him to spend it all right away.
Alright,
Just
alright.
let me finish.
Alright.
Because as you go on, like if I hoard it,
I'm gonna go
pe-
out. I got something.
I'm gonna explain why I'm gonna spend it all. If I hoard it all, I'm gonna start having people being like, "Hey, I'm your cousin," and they're gonna be like trying to get me. I'm gonna become depressed because my family's gonna start to hate me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend it all right away on people like my family, my friends. Obviously, you guys would get something. I'd buy you guys a house, a
You
car,
definitely
whatever.
buy me dinner, right?
More than dinner. More than dinner.
Nice.
You take more than dinner.
Nice.
I would buy, and it would just branch out. Like eventually, I would just be like hitting up people on my Facebook, being like, "Hey, do you want do you want like $10,000 donated towards a charity or whatever? Like whatever I could think of, obviously be more well thought out of. That way, at the end of the day, after it would take me probably like a year to spend all this money.
Yeah.
But after, I could be like, oh, I don't have any more money, guys. I was
So
dumb. I
you'd
spent it all on everyone.
You would work after.
I'd work, but I'd have a house paid for. I'd have a car because it makes sense to keep it all. If you're not thinking of the repercussions that come with it, where like family starts hating you because you don't deserve it, right? They feel like they earned it too by being part of your family. They're like, oh, you just bought a ticket, right? You paid $3.
All right.
I should be entitled to half of that. So if I don't have money, people can't come after me, right?
Brett is going to be the one that's bankrupt in a few years, just by his
But I'm planning on it, though. That's the thing. I'm not going to be like, oh, I can live forever. I would put, like, stuff into stocks as well and stuff, but I would never
Stocks and stuff.
I would never have it just sitting in my bank account, like $100 million. Because then
obviously,
depression would come, like, people would try to come after me.
Who keeps money in their bank account?
No one's going to kill me for no money.
What would you do, Cody?
Okay,
right?
this
No
is
one's
what
coming
I do.
after me for winning the lottery if I don't
I
have
take the
money.
$100 million, and I put $99 million into investing. And I put most of it into an S&P 500 index fund, so I don't have to worry about it. It's a market return. I'll invest in myself, not any super fucking money managers. I'll put 10% of it into Bitcoin, obviously, or just cryptocurrency in general. And
Cody's got it hard for Bitcoin.
And he's going to go bankrupt?
It's 10% of my assets. It's nothing. I guess that's $10 million.
It's $10 million.
$10 million, but it doesn't matter. I'll have $10 million in crypto, and I'll actively manage myself, probably like 20% of it. So I'll put like 60 into an S&P 500 index fund. Maybe I'll buy some bonds just in case, market goes down. I'm going to get focus on dividend stocks, live off dividends. And $1 million, I'd buy a house with $1 million. Like, you got a pretty sick house in Ottawa for $1 million. And I like my car. The door's broken. I'd probably fix my car door. I have to get in through the back right now. Probably wouldn't buy a new car. Maybe get a new set of tires. And I'd keep working. I like my job. And then I just, keep...
Future employer.
Yeah, but I just invest. I'd actively manage investing. That's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing that a lot. I enjoy day trading. I wouldn't buy anyone's shit. I'd take y'all out for dinner.
So I would go bankrupt. Cody would be murdered because
Why?
he keep all his money. You're thinking like everyone does. When everyone wins the lottery, they're like, all right, I'm going to be smart with my money.
Except for I have a history in finance and accounting.
Yeah, so...
I wouldn't tell anybody.
So I understand how it works.
You have to, though.
If I won the lottery,
That's only American
I
thing.
wouldn't tell anybody.
Is it?
Yeah.
And the first thing I'd do is I'd hire an accountant and I'd hire a lawyer.
That's a good idea. That's
I feel
a very
like
smart
in
idea.
retrospect, fees for a lawyer and accountant
are worth.
Worth $10 or $100 million.
Yeah.
And then the rest is just like trust funds and then investing it smartly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes like I'm not saying investing it doesn't make sense.
I buy 2 gold Deagles, I get a gold-plated Lamborghini, and I get a gold-plated toilet. And I'll dye my hair blonde and do whatever I want.
I would buy a small African country and become the ruler.
Some guy tried that.
Is that possible?
Hello, Somalia. I'd like to buy you, please.
How much?
It didn't last because you want to know how that goes, Cody? The whitest man on earth shows up in the middle of Africa and starts fucking telling people that he's the boss. I don't think it goes well for
No,
you.
you do not know the way.
Okay, I have a good question here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the question that I wanted to ask: what is something you can do that feels instantly great?
That's the instantly gratifying.
Like instantly gratification, maybe like refreshing, like
Do you have
glad I
something
didn't
off
put
the
that
top of your head that you want to jump in with?
Instantly great to me. It feels when you.
Masturbating.
That's a build up. So no.
Instantly great though.
That's when you're masturbating. That's
when you're
everyone's
really hot.
You're all thinking the same as me, so don't judge. Everyone listening, all 2 people listening, they're also thinking the same thing.
When it's really great, what's really great is when you're like really sweaty, like you're really parched. Like say you're outside for all day, you don't have access to water, and you get that cold, like real cold cup of water out of the fountain. That refreshing taste is amazing, and you always go back for more.
When you're hungover.
When you're hungover too,
you're like dry.
You always go back for more, and it doesn't taste as good the second time, or it's not as refreshing, but you still go back for that feeling. That's
a really good one.
It's refreshing.
Putting on a shirt.
Way better than masturbation.
Putting on a shirt that's fresh out of the dryer. That's instant gratification.
Only in winter.
You know what I do?
Only in winter.
I don't like it in
nice
summer if you're hot.
always.
Putting on a hot shirt.
No, but
nice.
That's a good one. I keep my clothes and I actually put them in the oven, and then I take them out of the oven and I wear them.
No shit.
Are you fucking with me?
It's a Seinfeld episode. Yeah, when Kramer
Do you actually do that or no?
No.
I was like,
Seinfeld
I believed it.
episode.
I was like, you fucking would do that.
No.
I watched an episode of My Crib. What's it called?
MTV Cribs.
MTV Cribs.
Yeah.
And the guy kept his
Who
like,
won in, you broke
his
motherfucker?
Who was
shoes. I can't remember who it was. It wasn't someone I
Who
knew.
watches that show?
He
What
put his
fucking year
shoes
is
in the
this?
fridge or his hats or something just to keep them crisp.
Was he a rapper?
I don't know.
Had to
I
be.
can't
All
remember.
right, I can't think of a good one for like instantly gratifying.
What
I think like
historical
when you're
event?
really hungry, getting something.
Come
Yeah.
on, give me the. Give
When
me a
you're
shout
really hungry, getting like a good meal,
Oh, that's so
like
good.
a hearty like potatoes.
That's so good.
Getting like a steak and potatoes when like you're really hungry,
And just like devouring it and then you're full. Oh, that's
and
nice.
then like having a cigar after. That's like
Or jumping into like a cool pool.
when you're hot. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really nice.
And then you're just sitting there.
Actually, I think one of the best feelings is like if anyone's in sales, like when you get the PO for a deal, like as soon as you get that.
Yes.
So like you'll be like
I do
working
cold
something.
calling, so it feels so good.
You're like instantaneous. Like you'll do like within a day, right?
I do it that minute. Like I
Yeah.
talk to them there, I get them
It
there.
has to go down on the spot.
See, me, it's like I've been talking to this guy for like 6 months.
We'll get back to each other. We'll see each other. On
Yeah,
Sunday.
like
Yes.
well, I've literally been emailing guys for months, and then it's finally get it. You're like, it's a sigh of relief. It's
For
not
me,
even the money. Like it's just like you finally closed it. Like,
It's done.
It's over.
There's no way you can mess it up.
Yeah.
For me, it's like that. I sign people up that minute. So like I'll have to cold call them off the street or in the mall,
Yeah.
and pull them over and tell them about the charity that I'm working for. I do sales for charity, obviously. I have to tell them about the charity I'm working for, and then I have to sign them up for a monthly donation. And
One
if
of those
they
guys
leave,
that harass you on the street.
yeah, sorry guys, I apologize. Everyone hates me.
Yeah.
So if they leave that day, then I don't get it, right? So when you get that person to be like, yes, I'll do it, then it's like, yes, thank God. It just feels so amazing. So I agree with you there.
What would you
I like
rank
this one.
like the most disliked person who's working out in the streets in the city?
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, parking meter
Oh,
maids?
yeah,
Oh.
fuck that. Okay, I got a
Fucking-
story
I'm
about
the
fucking...
lowest.
No, fuck fucking
I don't know.
meter maids.
But I don't know if you're the lowest. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let me
Because
say
you're
this.
working for
People
a good
actually like
cause. Exactly.
Yeah, you're pretty charming too.
Exactly.
Um,
so I'm saying
let me
I
say
think
this.
you rank it.
Okay,
Sometimes.
you can't park on the street here for like 3 hours, whatever. I literally see the parking guys parked illegally all the time. I'm like, you're a fucking piece of shit. Also, so we have a friend, not gonna say his name because he's doing something semi-illegal. What he does is like, there's a
What are
guy
you
on the
doing?
street. There's a guy on the street that knows the parking attendants, and they bribe the parking attendants so they don't get tickets. And he's parking on the street all month. And what he does, he bribes the parking attendants. This is in Ottawa. Jim Watson, I'm looking at you. Snap down. on that
Corruption in Ottawa, Jim
There's
Watson.
literally corruption
Jim
in
Watson.
Ottawa. They're bribing the fucking meter guys so they don't
That's
give them a
fair.
ticket. Fuck them. They're fucking pieces of shit.
If I was a meter maid, I would be a bag of
I would
shit.
take bribes,
I'd
too,
have
if
to
I was a
accept
meter
where
maid.
I was.
I work with a guy and he will literally just park in loading zones because it's like no parking, loading zone.
Mhm.
And he will literally just park there and he never gets tickets because they don't know what you're loading. Like you don't have to be an official loading vehicle. You could be like the owner of like
Why don't just
a
someone needs to
bank or
drop
cash
something
money.
off, man?
Yeah, you come in. Well, he's just like fuck him, right?
Yeah, but most loading zones, they gotta clear garbage out of there.
No, some don't. Some like are just like the one I'm talking about is right beside like a cash money. So like if you were the owner of that business and you're like, oh, I gotta drop off some documents, I can technically park in the loading zone because I'm
Wow.
bringing shit in
Is there what
or
are
loading
the
stuff
like,
out.
rules around that?
I don't know the specific rules to be honest, but he gets away with it. And if he gets a parking ticket, he uses the parking ticket for the rest of the day.
He keeps it on his windshield?
Yeah.
I do that too.
Well, it's foolproof. It's foolproof.
I've
like-
gotten 2 tickets in one day. So
Have you?
Correct. Yeah, it shows the time and stuff.
Oh well, I mean it's kind
After
of
that,
fair.
I was like, I should just fucking pay for parking.
It's kind of fair. Well, it depends how long you're getting away. Like 2 tickets for not paying for a month. That's almost worth it. If
I
they're
know,
$60
yeah, true.
each.
I owe like $1,000 in tickets. I haven't paid them.
Really?
Not 1,000. Maybe it's like $500. It's a lot of money.
Oh my
Scary
god,
when you
you're
say
scaring
stuff
me,
like
bro.
that.
Yeah, like it's like $500. No joke.
Hey, you know a clean way we can make that money? Let's just go to the casino.
Put it all on black.
All on red. No, red, man. I got red hair. I always do red.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Code red.
I
Code
respect
red.
that.
Okay. This one's a little optimistic. I like it.
Yeah.
What is something you hope to see in your lifetime?
Artificial intelligence.
That's already here. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And robots.
yeah.
Like iRobot. That's what I want to see.
Like a robot that can like.
Think.
Yeah, basically
That
do all the everyday
emotions.
jobs, so we wouldn't have to.
That's very cool.
That's
So we
what
can
I
just
wanna
be
see.
lazy.
Very
I like
exactly.
that. I feel that.
I want Wall-E. I want robots to do everything for
I
us.
think like prosthetic limbs that you can, because we're getting pretty far with those already. But like, being able to like move your fingers, and so like it's just like having a normal hand. That'd be pretty cool.
What you're gonna do is with the manipulation of nanoparticles is already
Wars.
gonna be a thing. So what you can do is you can 3D print someone a hand, a brand new hand,
Bam.
eventually.
Just like that. for low
With
cost.
organic material.
Organic tissues at my work.
Like a real hand?
Like a real
Could
live
they feel?
hand. I don't know all the technology behind it.
That'd be cool.
I don't understand it enough, but I talk to these guys. That do government. They do research at hospitals, and what they do is they use my software to design the stuff. And what they do is design. He's a surgeon, right? So he designs. He takes a 3D reverse engineering of like a liver, right?
Oh, that's cool.
He'll bring it up into my software. He'll clean it up, the file, and then he'll 3D print it and operate on the 3D print to see how that liver would react in surgery. Because like if it has a tumor, they're trying to remove a tumor. Or
so
like,
he can see what it's gonna exactly be like when he does it on the patient.
Or like he looks at it in the 3D space. He takes a reverse engineer and looks at it in the 3D space.
That's dope.
I'm pretty sure he 3D prints it.
That's
so like
amazing.
that kind of technology is already here.
We live in the future.
The future
Really,
is
it's never
now.
been truer. Never been truer.
What is something I hope to see? I hope to see the collapse of central banks. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't like. I like small government.
currency.
Yeah, like
You want your
I would
you
love
want
to
your
see.
Bitcoin to jump all the way up.
Everyone using the exact same currency.
It doesn't need to be the same. It just needs to be non-fiat. It needs to be cryptocurrency or some other alternative that we haven't discovered yet. And it can't be regulated by any kind of central bank or any kind of government.
Global internet.
Global
Free internet for everyone.
Yeah,
think
that's
you-
going to be a thing. We're going to have satellites up and whatever. Everyone
think
can
you
just
guys
connect.
are-
But I think what's going to happen is you're going to see power shift from countries to corporations. It's already starting to happen. Apple has more power than 90% of countries.
I'm sure Google's up there too.
Google's also up
And
there.
Google's gaining traction, whereas Apple's feels very.
I'm okay
They're
with
both
Google
gaining
taking
traction.
over.
Fuck, you say that now, but eventually it's going to be companies that take over instead of governments, and what we're going to have to do is, it's almost certain that we're going to move to non-fiat.
Yeah, but
currency.
what's everybody known for? It's not like, oh, thank God Apple controls the world because I'm so glad we have like a new generation.
What
of
would just
thing.
be like food? Like
It's like
oh,
I'm happy Google's in control because when you want to know something, anything, Google knows it.
Mhm.
That's why they get to own the world.
well, I think you guys
In
are
my
onto
lifetime.
something. You guys are onto something good too. You guys are both like around central.
Decentralization.
Yeah, just like one thing. Like you want one currency.
I don't
like-
want one currency. I said I just want an adoption of non-fiat.
Yeah. So, but like if you break it down super simply, you want a currency that everyone can use like without having to like have a bank, for example, American to Canadian dollars, like
Yeah.
have that value lost, right? Because I have an American bill right now. I don't want to, I don't want to give it to the bank because I lose a little bit of the exchange rate for their
because
fees,
they
right?
take the fee, yeah.
So having that one central currency is going to be a lot easier for everyone to use. That banks won't be that much of a thing, as well as
It'll be a
international, like having Wi-Fi that everyone can use for free, right? That's going to make us all more connected. I truly believe, I heard this somewhere, and I don't know where, we won't be able to leave Earth till we all are able to speak the same language,
We've already left her.
and we're not,
Yeah.
and we're all like as a civilization though,
Why?
we can't go and live somewhere else.
Why?
It's like unity, right? Working together, we're gonna do so much better than just one person on their own. Like
Yeah, but
that's why
you know,
war
a
drives
billion
that.
I understand what
Well,
you're talking about, Brett.
Yeah.
I don't think we get to see that in our lifetime.
I think
world coming
it's-
together.
we're going towards it
The world won't come
Right?
together, but we'll have off-world colonies by the time we're
because
adults.
it's gonna be like, oh, Russia's colony or the States colony. Like what if a world war happens where Russia goes to war with the States, right? And they both have a colony on a planet.
We gotta
Do
figure
they
out,
fight?
No, World War.
That's-
It'd just be like the Second World War, how they fought all over the world.
You want a harder
England-
challenge than unified space travel? Fix what's going on in Jerusalem right now.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ, the Palestinian-Israeli conflict's still fucked up to this day.
Yeah,
We're gonna get on a
I don't
really
wanna-
touchy subject here.
I don't
so
want to
let's
answer
not
that.
dive into that.
You don't want to
though.
dive into that one?
That's pretty.
We want to see
touchy.
that solved. That's what we want to
That's
see.
what we want to see that
in our
solved.
lifetime.
Yeah, that's
What
pretty
historical
touchy.
event would you want to...
This is a great choice.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, this is
If you
good.
had to see a historical event, what would it be?
So no, what historical event would have the most views if it could have been
Oh.
recorded and watched?
Oh,
So
okay,
like
I
if
didn't-
you were
I
to go to
didn't know that.
YouTube and every video was
This
a
is easy.
historical
I got
event.
this. No problem. It's gonna be some fucking Queen of Egypt, like Cleopatra sex tape, or like the fucking Queen of England fucking someone.
Jesus' crucifixion.
Oh, that's a second. What's more popular, pornography or gore?
I think
what? I don't know.
The most view... Oh, shit. Okay,
most
you got me
viewed.
there. Most views.
Yeah,
I still think Jesus' crucifixion would probably
But
be
that-
number one.
it's not. It is historical.
that's not. We can't prove that was like that happened though.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's actual physical proof
I
that.
think there is actually that a guy was crucified. Named,
Yeah.
Well, I guess people were crucified, but there's no like proof that there was that Jesus was this guy that could turn water into wine and
No, he wasn't magical,
His
but he
skin
was
the
a
bread,
man,
whatever.
and he lived. Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, I think it would be something more modern because like. I think if it's being watched today, not as many people are religious as back in the day. I think back in the day, it definitely would have been something like a crucifixion. I think today would be something more because we're all like, media is very, like, I don't know how to put this. We're all like focused on, everyone has idols, right? There's so many idols in the media. So I feel like it would be like,
Scottie Pippen.
if we're, yeah. It would be like, Kim Kardashian's sex tape
Caitlyn
would be.
Jenner.
It's already online though.
Yeah, but it would be like higher quality, right? Because that's the number one sex tape online, right? But it'd be like a higher quality version, right? It
That
would
would
be
not
like.
be the most viewed. Not even close.
Oh well, I think it'd be higher viewed than Cleopatra's sex tape, who no one
Really?
knows what she looked like.
She's supposed to be like, she invented the blowjob apparently.
No.
That's fucking what I
That
heard.
is
You
definitely not
just
true.
Fantasize about Cleopatra, clearly.
Or like Helena Troy, that she fucking started a war over how hot she was.
Troy would be a pretty viewed event.
Actually, yeah, going
Event.
through military battles would be really cool.
That would be really cool. Or even like someone exploring, like finding the first person who explored, because it was all documented, right? You could find the first person who actually explored North America.
Watching
Instead of like
go over
Christopher
there.
Columbus, because he didn't actually explore it first. I can't remember who
He
did.
killed people, man. Fuck Christopher
killed
Columbus.
people.
Neanderthals
First.
using tools for the first time.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
That'd be like a
guys,
history
obviously
thing.
we missed this one. The asteroid killing the dinosaurs.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's a good one.
that is
That'd
so
be a good
true.
one.
That is so
That'd be a
true.
really good one.
Or the formulation of like the human species.
Oh yeah, the fucking.
Because we could prove where it came from. Like, where did we come
the
from?
pillars of the earth or whatever it's called.
Like how the Earth was created. Is that what you're saying?
The pillars
Big
of the
Bang.
uni-
The Big Bang would be the most
it's the
viewed.
pillars of the universe. The
Okay.
Big Bang.
The Big Bang.
Yeah.
That makes that. I think that would be the most viewed. That's how we were all created, and then evolution falls into the. Let's do the history.
I
What?
like how in the picture
Okay.
he's winking.
I closed it. It was
Okay,
stupid.
that's fine.
Yeah. Wow, smooth transition, guys. Okay, 50 Cent. This is going around in the news all the time. I
I
picked
saw
this
this.
article. Apparently, he made millions because he had 700 bitcoins back when he sold his album in 2014. I don't know how much truth there is to this. If he had his public ID, I'd like for him to tweet it or something so we can look up and see how many are actually in there. You can look up how many bitcoins are in any wallet if you know. He may just be saying this because it's like really.
You can't take them out if you know his ID, can you?
No, you need to. It's private. You have a private code, private key, and a public key.
Okay.
So if I wanted to send you Bitcoin, you just give me your public key, and I can send them to you.
Okay.
But like crypto's super trendy right now. Like I've been in the game a long time, like over a year. I've been in crypto.
So long.
That's long for like a lot of people have just been in like 6 months. Like a year's not over a year. Like just over a year. That's not super long, but it started to get trendy in the last like 6 months.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
he was.
when I bought Bitcoin, it was $800 a coin.
Good for you.
OG hipster,
Hey.
I know.
Hey, good job. Good job, big guy. Attaboy.
But now it's trendy as fuck, so that's why I feel like 50 Cent, like, I guess people remember that they did accept Bitcoins for it, but like,
he was the first musician to accept Bitcoin for his work.
was he?
Yeah, it says it right there.
Wow. Good for him.
That's yeah.
If this is true, good for him, and I
think-
want to see more.
I think we all underestimate 50 Cent. When we hear his songs, they're very simple, and they got a good beat. So you listen to them, but it's kind of like your guilty pleasure. You'd never say 50 Cent's your favorite artist. Or you never put him in your top 5. But when he comes on, you can jam out to them. You like him. Maybe like when you're working out.
Oh,
Or,
look your lollipop.
exactly. Everyone knows the song
Yeah.
or like a verse, right?
Yeah.
But I think he's really smart in the way he markets. Like he started Vitamin Water.
Did he?
Right? Yeah, he was the starter of Vitamin Water. He ended up selling it, and he
Wow.
filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not bankrupt, and I think this is probably why he forgot to
Oh, maybe,
about
yeah.
the Bitcoins.
Maybe.
Because like, oh, I filed for bankruptcy. I forgot about the Bitcoins. Right? He's trying to get away on
Taxation stuff.
taxation,
Well, he
or
was
even just
bankrupt last year,
Was it last year? He
yeah.
went bankrupt
It's
a
recently.
year.
I don't know if it was last year or like 2 or 3 years ago.
so that's why he forgot.
Yeah. Right. So he's just playing dumb. Like he doesn't know. Like, oh, I don't know. I didn't know I had Bitcoin. I thought I was bankrupt. Turns out I'm actually a millionaire.
If I had that much Bitcoin, I would not announce it to the world. Again, I think it's just him trying to be trendy.
Well, that's another thing. Like
700
he's,
Bitcoins when it's worth $500,000 is gonna be an insane amount of
he's a smart artist, right? He's like, it's like Kanye. Everyone hates Kanye's personality because he's so like,
In your face.
he's in your face and he's like, I'm the best, I'm the greatest out there, and everyone talks about him because of that, right?
Yeah.
And that's why he's like one of the most famous artists. He's been around for like I don't even know, like 8 years or 10 years, like more than 10 years.
Well, he's signed by Dr. Dre, right?
No, he's signed by Jay-Z.
Is he?
Dr. Dre is signed by Eminem. Or no, Dr. Dre signed Eminem.
Yeah.
No,
And a bunch of others.
Jay-Z signed Kanye.
Okay.
That's why they do
No,
so
no,
many
50
collabs.
Cent.
No, Eminem signed 50 Cent.
It's fucking not his recording studio or whatever. It's Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre
Yeah,
signed
but
50
Eminem
Cent.
brought 50 Cent in.
Well, maybe he brought him in, but
And I'm pretty sure they work together. They're like Aftermath or whatever. So I'm pretty sure they did
Aftermath was
collab.
Eminem and Dr.
It wasn't
Dre.
like the same, like it was their record label. I don't think it was Dr. Dre's.
I think it's just Dr. Dre's.
Because I'm pretty sure Eminem brought 50 Cent into his record label.
Where's 50 Cent from?
I'm not really quite sure, to be honest.
Is he from Detroit?
Maybe,
New York.
like somewhere
Is he
in
East
the
Coast or
area.
West Coast?
I'm not really quite sure.
East Coast.
I don't know if he holds on to that, like East Coast, West Coast.
I know, it's not
mentality.
really so much a thing anymore. Let's do the other one. The one that I have.
Moving on.
Smooth transitions on podcast episode number 1. So we talked about this in the lost recording of this episode that Dan ruined. But we have it set up better now, so it doesn't matter. So this is a question that's making its way around the internet right now. Very famous. Everyone's talking about it. It's pretty fucking funny. So you have your options. 2 of them are going to defend you, while the rest are going to come kill you. What do you pick and why? I'm going to go through the options so people that haven't heard this. The 50 hawks, 10 crocodiles, 3 brown bears, 15 wolves, 1 hunter, 7 buffaloes, 10,000 rats, 5 gorillas, and 4 lions. We're going to start off with Dan. Go.
Okay, I'm gonna take the 10,000 rats and the gorillas.
You changed your answer from last time.
No lions? What?
Yeah.
What's up with this?
Okay, why the 10,000 rats?
Because I feel like if 10,000 rats were gonna actually try and attack something, there's no way you could stop all of them.
Of course you can. They're fucking small. You can stomp their
10,000 rats?
I feel like I agree with Dan.
What?
It's like getting 10,000 bee stings.
What's your other pick?
Because they'll bite and scratch you.
10,000 rats is my first pick. There's 10,000 rats, dude. That would fill up this room, or at least the bottom floor. And rats are big, right? They're not like the tiny little mice.
What's
They're
your other
big.
pick?
My other pick, I think if I'm going 10,000 rats, I might as well play a numbers game here. So I think I would either go with the gorillas or I think I would go with the wolves.
15 wolves
Yeah.
and 10,000 rats?
Yeah.
That's a horrible, horrible choice. You could not choose 2 worse ones.
What are your choices?
Mine are definitely the 4 lions, because lions are fucking badass as fuck.
Yeah.
And either the hunter or the gorillas. Or maybe the brown bears. But I feel like the 4 lions and 5 gorillas, they can sweep with their arm and kill fucking 50 goddamn rats.
Yeah, there's 10,000.
Yeah,
Wow, to kill
one
50.
sweep, and there's 4 fucking lions. And they're big cats, so they're good at killing rats. And the only thing I'm worried about is the hawks. I'll just have one gorilla around me and he'll fucking swat them
What do
away,
you
you
think would
know?
win? A lion or gorilla?
Oh.
A lion would beat a gorilla or a gorilla would?
I think that's a pretty
That's a
fair
good
fight.
question. Yeah,
I think that's a pretty
What's
fair
the
fight.
terrain?
What's the terrain?
Are they in the
I think
jungle or in
we're
the prairies?
we're thinking prairie. right
Let's
now.
do cage style fights in all these
We're
scenarios.
in the octagon.
In the octagon.
Okay, then a gorilla all the way.
Right?
Can hang down and shit.
No, let's
You
go
can
top.
get on top of
Let's
it.
go top of fucking on
Well,
Yeah,
okay, can hang off the top. It's not like it's not
UFC
gonna
style.
fight
Like a
fairly.
National Geographic picture right before a gorilla punches the cameraman.
That's funny. Did he die?
No, but it must have hurt like hell.
I think I'm gonna go with the lion because lions, they can just bite him in the neck and kill him right away.
You're severely underestimating the wolves.
You guys are severely underestimating 10,000 rats.
I picked the rats. I'm with you there.
You guys are stupid. Rats are stupid.
Rats make sense. They can gnaw through
That is a lot of rats. Like
They can
that's
gnaw
OP.
through metal wire.
Like maybe 5,000 rats would be a little more reasonable. Who made this?
No, okay, I think 500 rats could take down a lion.
Let's just cut out the other animals right now. Say you pick the hunter,
Yeah.
right? And then 10,000 rats. How many rats is he gonna shoot?
He's not gonna
How
shoot
many-
any of them. Let me get my fucking lions to kill all the rats while the hunter snipes everybody. We were talking about this like. If I-
4 lions cannot kill 10,000 rats.
Yes,
I'm
they
sorry.
can. Yes,
That's
they can.
2,500 rats each.
That's nothing. He literally stomps and
That's a
bites and fucking.
giant mound of rats.
Yeah.
And
They're trying to kill the lion.
So?
They're
trying to kill
protect
me.
you. No, okay, yeah.
And I can kill
Oh,
them
boom.
too.
All they have to do, the rats don't even have to fight the lions. They can just run to you, crawl up to you, and kill you.
Well,
They just have to
I'm
shoot your
assuming
neck.
I'm like standing on a chair in this scenario.
No.
And then they're done. They get done.
You're standing
I can
across
ride
it.
the lion. I'll ride the lion.
They climb up the lion.
No.
Yeah.
He's running around. He's a fucking lion.
Okay,
Lions,
the lion-
tigers, and bears, man.
The rats form a giant mech, and they just shoot rats
It's
at
not
you.
fucking Transformers.
I need a gavel. Just adjourns.
Adjourned.
We're over this.
Who wins?
I do.
I think no matter what you're looking at, the animals are able to kill
very
you.
underrated. We have a gun.
The hunter's overrated.
A really good hunter.
He's got a hunting gun.
10,000 rats probably couldn't beat 50 hawks.
Oh, that's a good point.
I think they might be able to.
The 50 hawks would be a good defense because they're in the sky and they can swoop down, you know?
The only thing is that they can't protect you from any of the other animals.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That's true.
Like a gorilla, I don't think any, I guess 50 hawks coming down
Crocodiles
300
actually would
kilometers an
not be
hour.
a bad one either because, like...
But the hawks...
they're terrible. They're so short.
And there's 10 of them.
You, right?
But
They're
no,
so
they
short.
chomp at the legs of everything.
How many hawks do you think it would take to
Do you know
lift
that
you up?
there's
lift you up,
cheetahs
man? I
that
don't know.
there's cheetahs that hunt crocodiles. Or not cheetahs, I can't remember what they are. They're like jaguars or something. They literally...
Panther.
A panther or something. They literally wait by the water for a crocodile to come up and like bathe on the beach, and then they grab the crocodile and they like kill it, like they hunt it. It's obviously not a big crocodile.
A lion could fuck a crocodile up.
A lion could fuck
If crocodiles aren't in water, they're fucked. They can hold on, but they have no like pressure. They have to like roll you in the water to kill
like
you.
crocodiles?
Or they do have, I don't know.
Alligators. Yeah, which ones are the better ones?
I think
Crocodiles.
Crocodiles?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, what do you say about like how many eagles will lift you up though? Or hawks, yeah.
How many hawks do you think? Because then I could have like 5 of them lift me up into the air.
Like I think 5.
Oh,
like, yeah,
okay.
I never thought of that. Like
They could just carry you away. But by the same token, you could pick, what's the fastest animal here? You could pick a gorilla just so like,
no,
if you're
lion's
in a
faster
forest,
than a gorilla.
But it could climb up in the trees and then nothing else could get you.
You're
You
on.
picked
You're
gorillas
in a
and hawks?
fucking octagon.
Oh, you're
A big
that's right, I
octagon.
forgot.
Oh, well
Octagon.
then, if you can't leave the octagon, what's the point of just hovering? Eventually the hawks are going to get sore.
No, the other ones would take out the stuff when you're in the air. It just keep you safe for a while.
Yeah, but I think one hunter would kill the hawks.
Oh yeah, the hunter's coming to. Oh, what the fuck?
The hunter just...
Yeah, we didn't get this. The hunter's coming to get you right away. You have to pick the hunter or you're
No.
dead because he'll come up and shoot you in the face from a million yards away.
These things are protecting you. They'll block their shot.
No, they're not.
A one rat will block a bullet.
It's not the goddamn
From-
Matrix. They can't fucking jump in front of bullets.
Well, first of all, we're fighting animals in an octagon. So, I think that the rats would be a good choice to ward off the hunter because they could, like, crawl all up you. They're defending you, right? We're assuming they're going to do everything they can and that they're smart enough. They're going to crawl up you and you're going to have an armor of rats. Obviously, it'd still hurt to get shot, but they're going to protect you while one of your wolves kills it.
No, I wanted to see that one.
All right, this is Brett's story. You take it away.
I like this story.
Yeah.
It's funny.
This
So
is also from the Lost episode.
This is the story. The title reads, Escaped Texas inmate arrested, running back to jail with bag of booze and food.
That's a horrible title.
Yeah, they butchered the title. It wasn't me.
Yeah,
Not my
why'd
fault.
they write it like that?
So the story is that a guy in Texas escaped
He was trying to
From
sneak
jail.
all that in there?
Yeah.
or prison rather. He escaped from prison
Mhm.
and he felt so bad. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go finish out my time. But I do not like the food they have. I'm gonna bring some of my own
He's got some
meals.
Fritos there.
I'm gonna bring some meals. I'm gonna bring some drink. I'm gonna get my drink on. I'm gonna enjoy this prison sentence. You know, live it lavishly.
Some bougie
What was
ass
this guy
food.
thinking?
Obviously, he got caught.
Yeah.
It
Obviously,
wouldn't
he
all
got
fit up his
caught.
bum, so.
And so the point I made.
He's got like 8 sausages there alone.
The title reads "Bag of Booze." So everyone reading this probably thinks, okay, this guy smuggled like a sandwich bag full of vodka or something, right? Because that makes sense. You could smuggle it in your pants, maybe
You
get
mean
away
like
with
pour a
it.
bottle into a bag?
Yeah, that's what I mean, like a plastic bag, because they're pretty liquid proof. Like liquid can't get out that easily unless it's open. If you seal it shut, it's good.
You're a plastic bag expert.
But he actually brought a bag full of bottles, like a new bag of bottles. So imagine just like bringing that in, clink clink. Hey, I got locked out, eh? Can you let me back in? I just brought some stuff from home.
I don't get how, like, what he was thinking. Did he walk
A
up to
duffel
the
bag.
gate? Like,
He brought a duffel bag back.
I don't get, did he walk up to the gate and be like, oh, like, can you take me back? Like, what was his thought process? Like,
So
Just miss his homies, man.
Yeah, he misses
I gotta go
homies.
back to my homies.
He was institutionalized like Brooks from Shawshank.
Apparently they spotted a truck pulling up to the property and dropped off a large bag. And then the inmate, he went out of the prison to grab the bag and made his way back, and then police arrested him. So basically, like, I think that how the story goes is he was like leaving prison, obviously probably low security,
Yeah.
and so he found a way to sneak out of prison and sneak some stuff, and so the police got involved. They're like, this guy's leaving, so they set him up, and he was bringing food back to the prison, which is actually pretty. If you're gonna serve out your sentence anyways, Because obviously this guy wasn't running away.
He must have thought like he wasn't actually gonna break out. Like he went out just to get the bag. Obviously, like his plan wasn't to go out and stay out. I don't know why it wasn't. If he can get out,
looking at this guy, he looks like he feels guilty.
He looks a little Amish, because he has no mustache.
He feels guilty. He's like, you know what? I deserve this. I'm gonna serve my sentence.
When he was trying to break back.
His eyes are super glossed over. It looks like Dan's right now.
Oh no,
Dan's.
I should be in prison right now.
I'm really guilty about leaving. They're gonna be mad at me. And my guys are think I bailed on them.
Well, they're gonna fucking charge
What
you
if I
tonight?
come back with all this Chinese food and like 5 bottles of liquor?
Oh man, I'm bringing some cookies back for the
They're
boys.
gonna love me.
I'm gonna drink it up with the boys. Yeah, this guy would be a hero if he came back. You know,
it's like fried chicken and stuff too.
Home cooked meals. He has literally home cooked meals, like rice, beans. Yeah. This guy's trying to be healthy too. He's turning around. He's turning over a new leaf.
Obviously, it's a nice thing to do, but you gotta remember they're prisoners.
Yeah.
You gotta remember that this guy was selling narcotics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he got caught.
He's probably selling a little dope.
It's like it's upsetting that when they're in jail, you can't have a conjugal visit. There's no women.
That's a thing now.
And obviously,
right?
If you could go to jail and still get laid, it wouldn't be as much of a deterrent to not.
Well, you still get
crime.
laid in prison, just not how you want.
Yeah. It's just forcibly laid, right? Isn't that what they call it?
And if you were to allow conjugal visits, someone's gonna fuck that up.
Do they not allow conjugal visits anymore?
No, of course they don't.
That's like a thing. I've seen movies.
I saw movies too. I thought.
Hey,
I don't know it, but it makes sense though.
I've seen what's it called?
You saw movies, Cody.
The HBO show, The Oz. I've seen Oz, and they do it in Oz.
Like you pick up a phone book, call a prostitute.
No, like their wives come and smash.
Well, yeah. What if you don't have a wife?
I don't know. That's pre 9/11 jail.
True. Was it the 90s? Was Oz or early 2000s?
The good old days. That's what it was.
Yeah. All right. I think that's gonna wrap up episode number 1.
Yeah.
I know this is going off a little rough, and we're still getting into smooth things, but give us some feedback. If anyone does make it to the end of the episode, comment something.
Pistachio.
Okay, make it pistachio. Because I don't think anyone's actually going to make it to the end, obviously. I don't. I understand how,
Gentlemen.
Well, yes, thank you, Dan, for coming on.
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you,
Dan.
Thank you,
Dan, for coming on the podcast.
Coming on.
We appreciate it.
Door, hit your ass on the way out. Please follow us on social media. It's been on the screen the whole time. And, yeah.
Hashtag randomly generated roommates.
Tweet at us.
Get
Hashtag
out our
fuck Cody.
Hashtag
Get
fuck
out our
Cody.
account.